Thanks for coming out, guys. The Gilded Palace of Sin. We're pretty well behaved so far. I won't hold you to that, though. We could live here if you'd ever stop leaving, dear. If you had a damn to give here, we could settle on down. I know you got the itch, mama. You're gonna do whatever you want. Romance or melodrama, it's your paperback dream. Whitecomb County, late summer, rusted out forerunner, big leaf maple, day on the golden road. A Ford Ranger without a town plates, you know her by the sound she makes, running down autumn together in the North Cascades. You said we could live here if you'd ever stop leaving, dear. If you had a damn to give here, you could settle on down. I know you got the itch, mama. You're gonna do whatever you want. Romance or melodrama, it's your paperback dream. Northern lights and alpine clearing, you held me close with dawn nearing. The air got thinner, the promise of a winter flame. It sounds like a love letter, a fictional life together. There's no bad weather, you told me it would never rain. You said we could live here if you'd ever stop leaving, dear. If you had a damn to give here, we could settle on down. I know you got the itch, mama. You're gonna do whatever you want. Romance or melodrama, it's your paperback dream. All right. Thank you.
All right. Simon Cropp, everybody. How about that? What a beautiful song. Paperback
Thanks,
Dream. Hey, I'm Chip Albright. I'm pinch hitting again 2 weeks in a row here for Mr. Sean Sullivan, that's playing the role of caregiver for his wonderful wife, Becky, tonight. So big round for Sean there, taking care of Becky. And we're just so glad everybody could tune in here to the live from the Gilded Palace. So glad you're with us out here in Southeast Dallas County. If you want, hop in, make a comment on the stream. Please tell us where you are. ask any questions of Simon, who's traveling through tonight. We love hearing from you all, and we really love hearing Simon, John, and Will up here doing it. So we'll kick it back to you guys.
Gee, thanks, Chip.
You're welcome.
It's kind of surreal, talking to you guys and also anybody anywhere. I don't think there's any other situation in a regular person's life where you're doing that. Maybe I'm missing something.
I think you're right. Palace is unique.
Yeah, it is unique, huh? And I can't believe the Sullivans were able to do all this marble and gold work around here. I mean, you'd never know you were in Iowa. You'd really think you were in.
Kind of like a ballroom.
Yeah, it is kind of like a ballroom.
You're not really in Iowa anymore.
No, you really aren't.
No.
Yeah. This next song's a song I wrote with Claire Doyle. There don't have to be any Claire Doyle fans in Des Moines, Iowa yet, are there? No, not yet. That's good. You might be one soon. She's a tremendous country singer out of St. Paul, Minnesota, and New Orleans. She splits her time. She's what I like to call bi-latitudinal, but that word hasn't quite caught on yet. Claire and I wrote this song together thinking about long drives. Halfway to Denver and the sun's coming up. I'm riding fast across the plain. Something tells me I'm not running fast enough to a town where they don't know my name. I let the jukebox get the best of me last night. I let the wild side take the wheel. Thought I'd stay a while, settle down this time. But she and I weren't made for sitting still. Maybelline, angel of the road. Funny how chaos takes control. You come to me when I'm moaning low. Your name's the only prayer that I know. I'm never on my own. Reputation has a way of catching up, and I hear bad news travels fast. I leave the rumors coughing in a cloud of dust, and I keep one foot on the gas. Maybelline, angel of the road. Funny how chaos takes control. You come to me singing soft and low. Your name's the only prayer that I know. I'm never on my own. Lake Charles to San Antonio, Junction on to El Paso. This one-trick pony only knows how to ride away. Maybelline, angel of the road. Funny how chaos takes control. You come to me when I'm moaning low. Your name's the only prayer that I know. I'm never on my own.
Hey, I'm gonna hop in here real quick with you. I got so excited to hear you play another song after the first one. I forgot to give your intro. So, hey everybody, and so I'm gonna borrow a line from you right here. Reputation has a way of catching up. So this is Simon Cropp. He's a flatpick guitarist, multi-instrumentalist, and country and bluegrass songwriter. His performance is equal parts dive bar, bravado, and fireside introspection. Simon's songwriting style is plainspoken storytelling, channeling classic country themes of love, heartbreak, and the landscapes in which he travels. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Simon Cropp with John Waite and Willie Mack tonight. Thank you, gentlemen. And I just want to say real quick, while I got everybody's attention, so we don't have to have too many breaks on you here. I was asking you earlier, originally from Decorah, no longer live in Decorah, you truly live life on the road. So I want everybody to know that. So everybody out there streaming can hop into the comments. We've got a link tree where they can donate to the show tonight and help you continue to do this great stuff. You came down from Wisconsin last night, right?
I was in Eau Claire last night.
Awesome.
Yeah. You bet. Thanks, Chip.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here, gentlemen. It sounds terrific. Thank you very much. I'll get out your way.
All right. Come back soon, man.
You don't have to tell me twice. All right.
Anybody quit a job recently? Yeah? Oh, look at you guys. All right. I think quitting a job is one of the most important things we can do as employees. It's good to remind the boss who's in charge every once in a while. I quit this job and get rehired just about every day. I've been up all night driving for a job that don't pay. It feeds me in the nighttime, burns in the day. Our love is leaving, I don't know what for. Blow me a kiss and walk out the door. The first shift is over when the second begins. Winter time travels a November wind. Time passes quickly, the third shift don't end. I'm resigned to a letter I wrote but won't send. It's T for too tired to work today. T for time off with too little pay. T for trouble knows no end. When you see I'm coming close to quitting again. Spent and I can't tell you why. I know that I'm broken when I can't bear to cry. I know you've been working, you're worn out too. Honey, ain't we a picture painted all shades of blue? T for too tired to work today. T for time off with too little pay. T for trouble knows no end. When you see I'm coming close to quitting again.
All right. All right, I'm going to hop back in here because we've got a question for Simon. This comes from Ross out there on the internet, who's communicating with you somewhere up in upper Minnesota. He says, speaking of angels of the road, what is your favorite meal on the road? So
I love this question. Thank you, Ross, from up north. My favorite meal to eat on the road depends on the time of day. If it's between the hours of 11 and 2 o'clock, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., I like a Jimmy John's turkey and Swiss. Any other time of day or night, I love a roller dog, sauerkraut, mayonnaise, mustard, relish. All of that, of course, is unless somebody's buying me a meal. Then I love whatever meal that is. I'm a real gracious eater.
I feel you there. It's hard to beat a free meal. Great answer. And hey, while we're at a break here, Willie Mack, if you'd grab real quickly. The Gilded Palace is super excited to announce their first sponsor. So this is the guitar satchel. It's made using the best materials and quality craftsmanship of a 120-year-old manufacturer based in Iowa. It's made with a heavy dry wax cotton duck material that is naturally water repellent and durable. It has a quilted cotton felt interior and features high-quality leather and brass zippers. This manufacturer originally supplied the zippers to the U.S. Army during World War I. This company is owned by Jason Wall-Smith, storyteller of the Nadas, who's a great supporter of Live from the Gilded Palace, and you can go to guitarsatchel.com to figure out more. Great job modeling that, Willie. That was really fantastic.
Wow.
I thought, since we're talking about life on the road, you could carry that into any restaurant and somebody could buy you a meal because they'd know that you're on the road touring. So
And a man of taste.
and a man of good taste, yeah. And so, Simon, the music is wonderful. If you want to share any stories on the road, that's fine too. Really enjoying it. Thank you so
I'll
much.
speak freely, Chip.
for being
Thanks
here.
for the invitation.
You betcha.
Boy, that guitar satchel looks really nice, Willie.
It is a nice one.
Good job with that, man.
Absolutely.
Let's hear it again for Willie on the harmonica. He's never done this before. It's true. It's true. I do think he's probably modeled guitar satchels before, but he's never played harmonica on my stuff
This is
before.
the first time for me, right?
Really? God, you're a natural, man. And this is John Waite on the flat top guitar there. Iowa State Fair Blue Ribbon Champion. and a dear friend of mine. Thanks for being here, John.
Thank you.
This is I've often been accused of using the same tone of voice when I'm being sarcastic as when I'm being sincere.
That's an art.
And so, it doesn't serve me as well as you might think. And this next song I'm going to play is I wrote it with the intention of being a tongue-in-cheek country crooner song. Until I played it. It's in the key of G, Willie. Sorry, man. I played it on Valentine's Day. And where was I going with this, Sean?
I was looking down at the computer.
You're working. Jimmy, the turkey and Swiss. I think shredded lettuce should be the kind of lettuce that's on every sandwich. I don't know why people put the whole leaf lettuce on sandwiches. It's hard to bite through. Okay, here's a song I wrote for Valentine's Day, I guess. Darling, yours is the last heart I'll break tonight. The conversation ends this way nearly every night. My counterpart, a broken heart under neon light. I hate to disappoint you, but I think that I might. Darling, yours is the last heart I'll break tonight. This life leaves me high and lonesome, all tore up and blue. I'm hurting for connection, but the answer isn't someone new. So as I depart alone once more, we'll both be alright. Darling, yours is the last heart I'll break tonight. Go ahead, John, give him something to cry about. Darling, you don't know me, but I've seen you before. Every night, it's a different town, a different dance floor. Each night I'm a stranger, but not to that look in your eye. And darling, yours is the last heart I'll break tonight. This life leaves me high and lonesome, all tore up and blue. I'm hurting for connection, but the answer isn't someone new. So as I depart alone once more, we'll both be alright. Darling, yours is the last heart I'll break tonight. Yes, darling, yours is the last heart I'll break tonight.
Beautiful. Great pick in there, John. That was pretty awesome, man. Wonderful stuff. So, Simon, when was the last time you had someone turn down the lights in the middle of a love song you wrote?
Chip, I'd be lying if it didn't happen every night, man.
Well, I think, what a testament to your songwriting right there. Pretty fantastic. I was going to ask you, I'm curious, spending more time on the road now, how does that affect some of your songwriting?
I find it to be really fruitful.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I feel most inspired when I'm traveling, talking to people, gaining new and fresh perspectives on new and familiar things.
Wonderful. Yeah, because I'm sure it's just new experiences all the time, right?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, although there do seem to be some patterns that appear.
Yeah. So how long have you been on the road, per se?
I stopped paying rent in August of last year.
Okay.
But I've been touring nearly full time for 3 going on 4 years.
Yeah, good for you, man. Congratulations. Thanks. Yeah, round of applause. That's impressive. And I'd use that as an echo to anybody out there enjoying this beautiful live stream to please get in the comments, check out the link tree wherever you are. These methods of supporting independent art is what the Palace is all about in so many ways. So just want to put some of that wind in Simon's sails. All right, take it away, man.
Thanks. This next song is it's a highway song. When I think my favorite thing about doing what I love to do all the time is that when you're I believe that when you're like on the right track in your life, something starts to appear that I like to call everyday magic. Little signs that things are going okay for you, that you're moving in the right direction. Does that make any sense? Okay. And I experienced a bit of everyday magic in October when I was booked in Kansas City, Kansas on a Tuesday night to play until 2 in the morning, and then had to load in Taos, New Mexico at 4 in the afternoon the next day. And we finished the show in Kansas and quickly loaded the van and got on the road, and we had about 12 hours to drive. And as soon as I hit the highway, man, it was like one of those subway cars that gets its power from an electrified third rail. The more I drove, the more I wanted to drive, and the sun came up, and I was feeling great. And we got to Taos, and I'm like, man, we're done already? I experienced a little bit of everyday magic there. And so I wanted to write a song to kind of honor that experience. We took Highway 56 in a diagonal line from northeast Kansas to southwest Kansas, Highway 56, and it ends right across the New Mexico border there. And takes a little piece of the Oklahoma Panhandle on its way. It's a really tremendous stretch of 2-lane. I hope to do it in the daylight sometime. And I wrote this song called the Highway 56 Blues to try and remember the story. I'll see if I can remember how the song goes too. That 56 highway, it's a mighty fine road. It'll get you from Elkhart and down to Gladstone, and get out of Dodge City, Track Council Grove. It'll get you to Springer and stop short of Cimarron. The sun went down in old KC. I was on the west side, but in misery. So I started driving. Next thing I know, that sun come up in New Mexico. That 56 highway, it's a mighty fine road. It'll get you from Elkhart and down to Gladstone, and get out of Dodge City, Track Council Grove. It'll get you to Spring and stop short of Cimarron. Come on, Willie. Yes, I remember sublet around 4 a.m. My buddy was sleeping, I envied him. And then the ground started shaking right where he'd lain. I'll be goddamn, he dreamed a train. That 56 highway, it's a mighty fine road. It'll get you from Elkhart and down to Gladstone, get out of Dodge City, and don't you wanna go? It'll get you to Spring, stop short of Cimarron. Okay. Coffee in Clayton, I know it well. Wish I could move in to the Eckland Hotel, but I gotta keep driving through this land. Sangre de Cristo and the Rio Grande. That 56 highway, it's a mighty fine road. It'll get you from Elkhart and down to Gladstone, and get out of Dodge City and Track Council Grove. Fell in love in Springer and broken heart in Cimarron. Fell in love in Springer, fell asleep in Cimarron.
Hey, what a beautiful tribute to Kansas, man. I grew up in Kansas. I don't hear Council Grove a lot in a song.
Yeah,
so
right
that's
on,
that's pretty fantastic. You fellas ever been down to Winfield, Kansas? The way you flat pick and
Oh, I've heard about that.
that's kind of along that same trail there. Third weekend in September. I'll plug it for you. It's a really cool environment. You'd fit in extremely well down there. Yeah, you'd really dig it. Hey, I want to promote the Palace here. Thank you, Simon, for being here. Everybody, a round of applause. You guys are just awesome. So much fun with Willie and John up there. So the next show out at the Palace will be Tuesday, March 10th, and Patricia Hartman is coming out. And then after that, Casey Joe Collins, and there's going to be a big tribute to John Prine one night, Andrew Hoyt, the Weary Ramblers, and then Todd Partridge finishing out the season in May. So a lot of wonderful artists making their way through the Palace. Big shout out to Sean and Sean because they work their tails off putting stuff together. And just being such great supporters of live roots music in the Midwest. And it's just wonderful to see all your talents. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
All right. Sean, would you pass that coffee pot back over here? Thanks, buddy. I'm talking about the bottle of wine.
Does that help with everyday magic?
Yeah.
I like.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. I love this concept of everyday magic. So there we go. Yeah, down here it's important to take. It's important to take care of the artist, so I'm glad we could get that done for you as you kind of get prepped there. And I'll plug the link tree again. It's really easy to give, and a little goes a long way when you're an independent artist, that's for sure. So help Simon here. Simon, where are you playing next after the Live Palace, after from tonight?
I'll be in St. Genevieve, Missouri on Wednesday.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Do you play the Kansas City area quite a bit? Were you at Knuckleheads then when you were writing that song?
I was at Hillsiders.
Hillsiders, okay,
on
yeah,
the west
Hillsiders
side.
is fantastic. And Strawberry
Strawberry
Hill,
Hill.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
great vibe.
And I'll be back there on Thursday of this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tag some of my friends down there.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thanks,
awesome.
Chip.
Cool, man. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Magic.
That's right. That's highway magic there. It truly is an honor to be playing music with my dear friend John Waite here. John, in addition to being a tremendous human being, loving father, husband, and dog owner, and absolutely world-class guitar player. John is one of my favorite songwriters alive today. He has put out one of them so far. It's an absolutely tremendous song called Dwight D. Eisenhower Highway. If you're a streamer, you can stream it. And it's probably on YouTube and stuff like that. And we're going to do another one of his called Dollar Generals. I'll just let the song speak for itself, I think. John, is that all right? All right, kick it for us. Life is but a dream. There's plastic in the trees. There's poison on the breeze and in the water. Merrily we glide down a river of pesticides. It's in all the tears we cry and in the water. Hard times all around. We're the last ones in this town. Just a park with an Indian mound and a Dollar General. Her love hit me like a train, so it's here we will remain, among the bins of grain and the Dollar Generals. Heard it on the radio saw it on the TV too. Seems like lots of folks around here getting some real bad news. About mid to late July, when the corn is 10 feet high, it makes a heat dome in the sky that surrounds us. We walk down the lane in the cool summer rain, try to ease the suffering pain that's all around us. Life is but a dream. There's plastic in the trees. There's a poison on the breeze and in the water. The senator didn't lie. She looked us in the eye, said we're all gonna die. It's in all the tears we cry. It's in all the tears we cry and in the water.
Strong, poignant message, indeed. Now I kind of missed it. Simon, you wrote that, or John wrote that?
John
song?
Waite wrote that
John
song.
Waite wrote that song. All right, nicely done, John. And what's the name of that?
Dollar General.
That's just Dollar General. Yeah, that Dollar General line hits hard, and in between the Dollar Generals and the grain bins, and plastic in the trees, poison in the breeze, and in the water. Strong stuff, gentlemen. Very poignant. Thank you. Thanks.
I've always imagined that there's a hotel bar in Buffalo County, Wisconsin. You know where Buffalo County, Wisconsin is? It's on the west coast of Wisconsin. North of Prairie du Chien. It's kind of across the river from Red Wing, Minnesota. And and I've always dreamed there was a hotel bar there. Just driving around, I kind of got this impression, I guess, that it would be. Haven't found it yet, but it's a hotel bar that you can play any night of the week. They'll book you. Nobody else plays there, just me, and so it's easy to book. They pay really generously, but fairly.
Well, the word's out now.
Sounds like more highway magic.
There's
Everyday
a room,
magic.
There's a room above the bar you can stay at that's separate from the main hotel, so you don't hear any of the ruckus, because there's always people staying there. And you can play as many nights in a row as you want, leave your gear set up, sleep in as late as you want on the day you're leaving. There's no checkout time. They deliver room service, home-cooked room service right to your room. And it's full of just the most wonderful degenerates you could ever hope to spend a weeknight with.
Sounds perfect.
It's in the key of C. Yeah, key of C. Christmas lights on an August night flash red and green on a barroom fight. They're brothers who got sick of shooting pool. McGillicuddy's and Miller Lights make Tuesday feel like Friday night at the Buffalo County Whistle Stop Saloon. Closing time, not a minute too soon. Incandescent, hanging bare, a motel room, worse for wear, a swimming pool with a leaned back lounger seat. I walk slow like in a dream down a hallway lit by a snack machine. I can hear the music coming across the street. It's country music, but it sounds like a symphony. These are the places that I go when I find this old world's got me out of my mind, and it's all too much to bear. It's more about the leaving than the getting there. Barmaid's name is Indigo in the Pabst Blue Ribbon neon glow. She's fighting hard, showing her age. But time don't wait, it sure don't fly. It just sort of passes by like miles on the 4-lane interstate. I think I hit the whistle stop too late. There are places you can go when you find this old world's got you out of your mind, and it's all too much to bear. It's more about the leaving than the getting there.
That's
I was there.
yeah, I was there too. What imagery! That's really wonderful. Felt kind of like the modern day Big Rock Candy Mountain. You know, this place, Buffalo County. You want to talk a little bit about your guitar there, Simon? Some of your
yeah,
your stylizations. Yeah, it's beautiful
bet.
blonde. Yeah.
I just got it recently from a buddy, Satchel Bruna in Minneapolis. Yeah, it's a 1963 Framus, which is a German guitar builder.
Oh wow.
Arch top, and
beautiful.
Got a DeArmond Rhythm Chief pickup in it that Jeff Kelly.
You seem pretty
installed.
happy with it.
I love it, man. Yeah, I really do. I've been
Yeah.
playing a dreadnought forever, and I was looking for something smaller. You know, dreadnought's what John plays.
Yeah.
He handles it really well, but that's too much guitar for me. I'm kind of a simple guy, and so I've been really pleased with this. Yeah, and it's not I think it's important to say it's not like an expensive guitar, or like a desirable one. Really, it's I got it for $100. And,
Hey,
yeah.
there we go.
If anybody's trying to sell you an expensive guitar, think twice, man. It's, really good sounding stuff for cheap.
Right, it's the fit.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. I see 3. Do I see 4 back? 4. Okay.
All right, you're gonna have to put those bids in the link tree in the comments. You know, we're gonna raise some money here for Simon. This is a hot guitar. Yeah, I think you did. I think you did well on that one, my man. Awesome, cool. Well, have at it. This is wonderful.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll do more. Thank you. Key is C, I think. For this. I got a lot of family. I got this guitar in Minneapolis. I got a lot of family in Minneapolis, and I was scheduled to play a show on December 3rd in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood, which is where the historic Palmer's Bar is. Any folk music fans will know that is the place that Spider John got his mail, or something like that. I may have made that up, but he had a seat. He had a seat reserved there, in case the ghost of Spider John is on the live stream, or any of his many dedicated fans. I was scheduled to play the show, and it was the same day they deployed 100 ICE agents to a 2-block radius in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood to hunt for whatever. I've been really tore up, just seeing the injustices committed against my family and their neighbors. Just trying to live a regular life. And I wrote this song just thinking about how displacement is a cycle, and kind of always has been used. Kicking people out of where they live is just like the most evil thing you can do to somebody, and that's just what's always been used down through history to disrupt ways of life. Sober and shaking, break of day waking, steady yourself with a coffee cup, chewing and spitting, remembering and forgetting. There isn't much glory in waking up. Sunrise, sundown, old star, new town, green eyes looking down. Time passes and comes back around. Bloodshot and muddy, move along, buddy. I told you we can't have you sleeping here. Back to walking and thumbing, waiting on a second coming. You think you'd see heaven on a night this clear? Sunrise, sundown, old star, a new town, green eyes looking down. Hey, you star-spangled singers, suburban hand wringers, this is the world that we're living in. It's God's Christian nation, and there's a war that we're waging. There's blood on the sand your head's buried in. Sunrise, sundown, old star, a new town, green eyes looking down. Time passes, comes back around. Yes, time passes and comes back around.
Wow. Very powerful song. Clearly, you've got a lot of poignant lyrics in your message that you're out there sharing. I was wondering if you just talk about some of the evolution of your voice, and not so much the sound, but kind of that persona behind what you're trying to share with folks. And is this one of your more recent songs?
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
So is this like the most recent thing you've written in a way that you're playing out right now? I mean, you're probably writing several things at once.
Yeah, I got kind of a fresh batch of songs. You're hearing a lot of new ones tonight.
Okay,
that I'm
cool.
Just starting to play.
That's great, man. It's powerful stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I get a microphone every night. You know, it feels important to tell people what I believe, and you know, have a conversation about it if they are confused or disagree.
Yeah.
I think we gotta be talking to each other.
Amen. I feel that. Yeah, 100%. Good for you for advocating that. And so these are songs. So I know in 2025 you released a handful of things, right?
Yeah,
There's
put out
your
an album in October.
in October, and then maybe a single earlier this year, or
I haven't put out anything this year yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these are upcoming songs that might come out this year that you're kind of working through right now. Is that the plan?
Yeah, starting to hatch a plan to record this next batch of stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure if I probably won't be able to pull it off in 2026, but hopefully 2027 I'll have a new CD.
Good for you. And then what's the best way for people to follow you?
I've got a website and a email newsletter.
Okay.
That's the best way to get it straight to you. I think social media is kind of a crapshoot. You
Yeah.
can try, but if you really want to find out where I'm going to be, my website's the
What's
best
that
way to do it.
URL?
SimonCroppMusic.com.
SimonCroppMusic.com. Then if people go there, they can subscribe to your newsletter, which is probably the best thing to do, so they can be in touch with you and all of that kind of good stuff. Awesome, Simon. Really enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Thanks, you bet. Should we got time for a couple more?
Oh, yeah, please.
All right.
All
You
night.
guys doing okay?
Yeah. I'm doing fine.
For those listening at home, the hundreds of us in the crowd, I'll say that we're ready for a couple more.
Tens of us.
Yeah. Oh, great, man. Okay. Well, I think one of the best things we could do to make the world around us a little bit better is to tell the people we love that we love them. That's one of those small actions that can have an oversized reaction. You know what I'm talking about when I say that? It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't take a whole lot of time, but the effect can far outweigh the amount of effort that goes into doing it, and that thing being telling the people you love that you love them. I'm always looking for stuff like that, a small action with an oversized reaction. I'm a slacker. I'd rather use a wheelbarrow than a shovel, but I can't seem to use one without the other. And so I wrote this song to remind myself about that fact that everybody's going to be better off if we tell the people we love that we love them. My brain's elastic and full of microplastics. My body's soft and slow. But in my dream, man, I really could fly wherever I wanted to go. Well, 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 well. Was I really sleeping? I can't tell. Well, 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 well. Wake up, buddy, and give 'em hell. I get so scared of my vivid nightmares. I don't want to sleep at all. But brother, you ground me in our shared reality and hold on whenever I fall. Well, 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 well. Was I really dreaming? I can't tell. Well, 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 well. Wake up, buddy, and give 'em hell. When you say you love me, you look right at me, you say you mean it too. When I say I love you, I'm telling the whole truth, like I rarely do. Well, 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 well. Are we really dreaming? I can't tell. Well, 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 well. Wake up, buddy, and give 'em hell. Wake up, buddy, and give 'em hell.
When did you know you should be a songwriter? When did you know you had that everyday magic in you, like to be able to say things and connect with people through this form and like, okay, I'm going to go do that?
I started getting really interested in songs when I was like 18 and 19. I was going to a lot of shows, like folk music shows, but I didn't really start writing anything until I was like 23.
So were some of the folk shows then that were inspiring you early on?
Yeah, I was living in Portland, Oregon, and going to a lot of like house concerts.
Okay.
And stuff, and so it's a bunch of people that I unfortunately can't remember the names of.
Yeah. But like the whole Portland scene
Yeah.
that's doing that. What dragged you, what got you to the Northwest?
I went to college there.
Okay.
Yeah, I got almost get an entire degree in economics.
Almost. That's not easy to do. Where, like Lewis and Clark?
Yeah,
or-
exactly.
Okay, interesting. I've known some people that have gone to Lewis and Clark over the years. Yeah,
Cool,
pretty,
man.
Pretty cool place out there. Wonderful. All right, this is fantastic. Keep playing, please.
Yeah. Any questions from the audience? Oh, love you too, man. But we just met, but I got a real good feeling about this. Yeah, thanks.
Well,
Mrs. Kaplan.
Oh, sure. A request. Oh, how nice. All right. This is a key of D, fellas. Typically, a guitar is tuned with an E being the lowest note. But Chad Elliott taught me that if you drop that E down a whole step to a D, people will take you a lot more seriously.
That's true.
Chad's playing here at the Gilded Palace with the Weary Ramblers in a couple weeks, right? Those guys rule. Well, thanks for asking about my college, Chip. I'll tell you a little bit about living in Portland, Oregon, I think.
Sweet.
I grew up in Decorah, Iowa, which is in the northeast part of the state. Many of you might know that. And what makes the northeast corner of Iowa different from the rest is that it wasn't leveled by glaciers like most of the rest of the state was, meaning that it's really hard to drive a combine in a straight line for miles and miles. You'll soon hit, limestone bluffs or trout streams or ice caves or sinkholes, which means that monocrop industrial agriculture didn't have quite the hold in northeast Iowa as it did in the rest of the state, which means that we've got a tremendous amount of small livestock producers and market gardeners, which means that the farmers market scene is just absolutely out of control. Yeah. Is that a question? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been taught by my wife I got to be obedient. I'm interested just in the places you play. A lot of places,
Yeah.
and I mean this is just the Palace is the perfect listening room. Are you playing all listening rooms? What you have to be playing to some rowdy bars that
I do.
they can't hear you.
Yes. Yep.
And how's that go?
About like you'd expect,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I try not to think about it too much, actually.
Have you ever played in the trout stream?
I've never played in a trout stream. I've played close to one. I never played music in a trout stream, I guess. I've recreated in a lot of them. And so that's where I grew up. Any given, Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, you could get like the best pepper jelly of your life for $4 or a wheelbarrow load of ham hocks for $20. Stuff that would cost you your paycheck at Whole Foods. And then I moved out to Portland, Oregon, and learned that you can call a lot of different things a farmer's market. I love that city, and I miss it all the time. But when I was asked to pay $10 for a croissant, I knew that it wasn't for me in the long run. But this song originates at a farmer's market, not unlike the one in the town I grew up in, maybe not unlike the one in the town you grew up in. It's a story of unlikely love between Mrs. Jansen and Mr. Kaplan. Where I'm from, It's nothing like Hollywood. And people pretty much always do like they should. You step out of line, word gets around. Yeah, it ain't easy doing wrong in this town. Sound familiar, Des Moines? Right and wrong, they aren't always clear. And you sure as hell can't believe everything you hear. So what I'll tell you, take it with a grain of salt. But I heard old Mrs. Jansen's been stepping out. Saturday morning at the old farm stand, selling all the fruits of their labor and the land, keeping every secret of the love they had. The Mennonite mama and the hippy dippy dad. Crazy Mr. Kaplan, he's a real old head. Apparently he dropped out of high school to follow the dead. Apparently Chip Albright even asked him to sit in on bass. But a little too much too fast left him sleeping side stage. So now he drives on the rural mail route. And them country folks, you know, they'll often help him out. Mrs. Jansen thinks that Kaplan has an artist's eye, and so she helps him to sell his beads and trippy tie-dye. Saturday morning at the old farm stand, they're selling all the fruits of their labor and the land, keeping every secret of the love they had. Mennonite mama and the hippy dippy dad. Willie won't even tell on him. Still with me, Gilded Palace? Well, as you can imagine, there's a lot of speculation about this old pair. It's anybody's guess what's really going on out there. But if you ask me, it's not hard to comprehend. real close friend. Is there, fella? Saturday morning at the old farm stand, selling all the fruits of the labor and the land, keeping every secret of the love they had. It's the Mennonite mama and the hippy dippy dad. It's the Mennonite mama and the hippy dippy dad. You just never know who you're going to run into out there, Chip.
Oh, Mennonite. Mennonite Mama. I just want to say that over and over. What beautiful alliteration. I'd really like to find some bootleg tapes from this Portland folk scene so we can I understand that influence better. What a fun song that was. What do you call that?
Mrs. Jansen and Mr. Kaplan.
Excellent request from the audience out here to get you to change the tuning and everything. That's great.
I do want to interrupt you, Chip, and
Please.
just say I'd be remiss to not mention Dave Moore and Greg Brown's names as I talk about, why I do what I do.
Yeah.
I forget because it goes without saying, but I would not do what I do professionally if it wasn't for Dave Moore.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Talking about some legends there. Dave Moore, Greg Brown, Chad Elliott. Wonderful stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This Iowa scene's blessed with a lot of great writers and doing things like this everywhere. So thanks again for being here tonight. It's just fantastic to have you. Everybody out there watching, please hop in the link tree. Tip Simon some bucks for his wonderful efforts out here tonight. Know that the Palace is going to be back on Tuesday, March 10th. Patricia Hartman will be out here. Thank you to Guitar Satchel for coming on as a sponsor. Thank you to everybody out here tonight. Just, listening room culture. Much to Pat's question earlier, like, what is it out there? And it's just, the more that culture catches on, the better. The first time I met Chad Elliott was a couple summers ago, and I asked him, what does the scene need? He says, more listening rooms. So, things like this, big shout out to Sean and Sean doing that, and people that are supporting it and coming along, to get back out here, and artists like yourself that are clearly rewarding people for listening with just like such wit all night long in your writing, and John too. I mean, amen to that. Seriously, I'm a huge fan of that, and it's hard to get everybody to pay attention to that in a lot of ways. So when you do, way to go. Keep rocking, fellas. I don't think we have to go anywhere, do we, Sully? No.
I think we'll do one more.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. This is the last song. Please, please, please support Simon Cropp. Thank you, John. Thank you, Willie Mack. Really, really neat night. Just wonderful stuff. Yeah. All right, and we need to look up Claire Doyle.
Claire Doyle, yep,
You
spelled like
co-wrote
you
a
think.
song earlier. Who's out of Minnesota, right? Is that?
Yep, St. Paul.
St. Paul scene. Okay. And shredded lettuce is the best lettuce.
Hands down.
Hands down. All right, without a doubt. So, that's what I do. Awesome, Simon. What a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chip Albright, for emceeing here. As I think I'd like to start calling them Sean's Sullivan for putting this on. It truly is a pleasure playing in a room where people are listening to you. Thank you so much for coming and listening to us. It really does make it all feel worthwhile. Yes.
If you ever get a chance, play XPK in the morning.
I love XPK.
Have you played?
I have. Yep. I think that's the greatest venue in the region. Yep. And Bill Rogers for making that what it is. He treats artists so well. I truly believe he's one of the few honest talent buyers in the music industry. Yeah. Des Moines wonderful. I love it here. Thank you so much for providing such a comfortable place to come. All right.
We're gonna make you practice.
This is Southeast Dallas County.
So yes. Excuse me. Yeah.
I'm the boy, the Southeast Dallas guy.
It's good to be here in Southeast Dallas County, but I shouldn't call it. I shouldn't call it coming, right?
No.
We are not incoming.
This is official. We are in Crown.
We are okay. So why do we call it that?
We do. It's I apologize. I don't know.
The point is
I'm just all over the place.
Gotcha.
Everybody's from coming.
That's where I thought you were going with that. I was trying
That is a hell of a bumper sticker. Sean, are the live stream comments absolutely blowing up right now? Yeah, I figured they might be.
What was the other one you said? It was this one, and I can't remember the other one.
Well, thank you so much for listening to us, and it's really a great privilege to play for you. Most gigs, I do this like 200 nights a year, and most gigs are much worse than this. I can tell you with certainty. And so you've got a really special thing here in Southeast Dallas County. And here's a song for all those worst gigs. At a bar in Pasadena, next to the tortilleria, I'm getting talked at in the middle of my song. He's a Los Angelino. What the hell does he know? He tells me that I got it all wrong. This ain't the big time. It's barely a good time. We're playing 10 till bar time. That's a 4-hour show. For 2 nickels and a thin dime, and a pour of the house wine. At least there's no 1099. Playing the barfly rodeo. At a beer joint in Barstow, where a cowboy might still go if he drove a Cummins with a lift. You know I'm a professional, can't afford to be discretional. So I grinned and bared and finished my shift. Singing, this ain't the big time. It's barely a good time. We're playing 10 till bar time. That's a 4-hour show. For 2 nickels and a thin dime, and a pour of the house wine. At least there's no 1099. Right, Sean? Playing the barfly rodeo. Barfly Rodeo. All right. Thank you. That's John Waite. Harmonica Willie.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Chip Albright, Sean and Sean Sullivan and Sullivan. Thanks to all of you. Thank you.